It's Ragus here at Discover Dogs, and today I would love to talk to you about how to transition your dog to raw. This is a very case-by-case scenario, so I will break it down for you depending on your age of your dog as well as the health of your dog. Let's start off with our beloved puppies. Generally, puppies transition a lot faster. They have not lived very long, therefore they have not consumed a lot of processed foods. Therefore, their gut is ready for raw. I generally like to pick one of their 3 or 4 meals a day and rotate in raw. As you see the dog interests grow and are ready to add more raw, choose another meal in the day, and so forth. Moving on, let's talk about our adolescents and adults. After about 8 months and on, the dog is probably eating 2 times per day. Given that the dog is not dealing with any chronic issues, we're happy to move the dog over a shorter time period. We can tip the scale overnight. What we like to do is feed your kibble on day 1, have a nice fast on day 2. The body will become fully acidic, ready for raw by day 3, at which point you can consider offering raw in small portions throughout the day, seeing how your dog enjoys it and also seeing how it comes out of your dog. If you're not as comfortable to do a 24-hour fast with your dog, 7 to 10 days is a great way of slowly tipping the scale. We don't really like to mix our raw and kibble, so pick a time of day to offer a raw product. Slow down if you notice a lot of soft stool or any tummy upsets. As for our last life stage, our beloved seniors, we like to take things extra specially slow here. Sometimes new bugs can be enough to have the body have a negative response. We will actually introduce something like a high pressure pasteurized freeze dry. A lot less bugs introduced, but also an increase in palatability. We like to rehydrate this food and get the body used to moisture, and a nice slow transition over 2 weeks. Another option for transitioning your senior to raw is to actually gently cook a boneless raw product. Bone can become brittle and dangerous if it is heated, but many raw diets do not contain bone. Therefore, you can consider warming it up, having that temperature aid digestion, and having your dog slowly transition to a raw product. Let's dive in and talk about some of those unhealthy dogs, the ones that truly do need the transition. We see yeast infections, allergies, and gastrointestinal sensitivities all contribute to a lack of gut flora. What we like to do is prepare the body before introducing raw. First step, rehydrate your kibble and feed it after exercise. Moisturizing the kibble and feeding after exercise will be a more biologically appropriate step you can take in preparing for raw food. Next up, let's supplement. Let's add a pre and probiotic, prepare the gut flora, along with a digestive enzyme, which is really gonna help the body digest all the food. Lastly, a liver tonic. This is a shoo-in. We need to support the organs that are going to filter through all the toxins of the processed foods. Once we have all of these supporting cast members on board, we can start to think about introducing a raw product. Again, we don't like to mix our kibble and raw, so let's start with breakfast raw and maybe finish off with a kibble dinner. We do this slowly with a compromised immunity over the course of probably 2 weeks, assuming everything is going smoothly. Remember throughout your transition that we're here for you. We can help you find creative ways of transitioning and answer any questions or concerns you might have along the way. Leave comments or come talk to us in the store. We'd love to chat.